Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday. We're almost at the end of the week. And yesterday was full moon. And it was a really, really good day. And I woke up this morning with a little bit of a physiological response. I cleansed my house yesterday. I did a full smudge. I mopped the floors, which I think I'm gonna have to remop because I used something new on the floor and it doesn't feel good. Segue, sorry. And this morning I have a little bit of a headache right behind my eyes, so I'm pretty sure it's third eye stuff. And I'm going to do another cleanse. And I am going to, I think, for the next full moon, I think I'm going to do a full moon fasting regimen. And I'll talk to y'all about that at another time. But I think I need a cleanse because my body's responding, which it does. So today's card is a beautiful card. Number 2, Turquoise Changing Woman. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful card? Love the wings. Really reminds me of Ishtar, one of the goddesses from the Middle East, Isis, one of the goddesses from Egypt, Inanna. It reminds me of Inanna because of the winged owl and the woman in this picture. A sky woman from some of the native cultures. So today is actually, I think it's beautiful because full moon was yesterday. Today is actually a celebration of the divine feminine. It's one of those days that some years I celebrate it, some I don't, but I think I'm going to take some time today and light an extra candle for the goddess, the divine feminine, Mother God, Asna, Inanna, Isis, Ishtar, Diana. There's so many goddess and divine feminine images from indigenous cultures from around the world. Western culture says they're mythologies. If they're mythologies, they're all mythologies, but I don't think that's the right word. I never have. I've always thought, these are stories of the people. These are stories of our ancestors. I think myth is maybe an inaccurate word. Maybe it would be a little bit more complex to say, but the stories of our people, all of our people, we're all connected. So I'm going to read a little bit out of the book. I wasn't in a place to write this morning, so Istanaluhi is the turquoise moon goddess of the Navajo. As changing woman, she is always changing and yet never dies. As she begins to age, she simply turns to walk to the east, the direction of the rising sun, where she is renewed. Her blessings are for nourishment, renewal of energy, and new beginnings. We do not need to fear change, whether it's wanted or not. We just need to trust in the good and the loving workings of the universe. Estaluhi reminds us of the divine feminine wisdom power, which expresses itself as life, always flowing, always changing, and always evolving. We belong to a life and can trust in it. Evolution is not easy and requires tremendous courage of heart and inner strength. Turquoise Moon Mother will help us respond to any change in a way that increases love, light, and wisdom. She teaches us that it is safe to rest our unconditional faith in divine grace. We make our efforts as wholeheartedly as we can, but the gap between what we can do and what needs to be accomplished we make our efforts wholeheartedly as we can, but in the gap between what we can do and what needs to be accomplished for beauty, peace, and healing to happen on this planet, divine grace is there as a bridge, the catalyst, the miracle worker. Grace does not do the work for us, but it does empower our efforts and assists us in fulfilling our purpose in ways the mind can rarely anticipate. Grace is the invisible and empowering hand of Great Spirit, reaching for us. Turquoise Moon Mother watches over us with a reminder that we are not alone, that the divine is our creative partner in all pursuits. We only need to ask for help, to realize what is already there, waiting to receive it. Through unconditional love, I am blessed and empowered to grow through change. All that I need to evolve into the expression of my divine destiny is provided for me. I surrender to the divine blessing for renewal now, open to receive my highest good. Blessed be. I think that this card is pretty interesting because, what are you, Aster's chewing on her stick. I think that Turquoise Changing Woman is very much a reminder today on a Goddess Day that women have immense capacity. Our divine feminine power gives us an immense capacity to change and grow. And I've said it before, it seems to be the theme of this week, that we can grow a human body inside of our body. We grow a whole new organism inside of us. And that by our nature is transformative and a blessing and changing. Women by nature, just by who we are, even the most changeless women, we are changing and we grow. And if you are stagnating and you're not growing and you're resisting change, you're resisting your potential to grow. You are resisting the potential beautiful outcomes of what could be in your life. It doesn't mean change isn't hard, right? It can be awful hard. It can be really hard to rewire how you look at something when you've been doing it the same way for decades. That's hard. And it's silly to try to pretend that it's not. It just makes it harder. Jeez. Don't pretend that it's not hard. But change brings transformation, and change can bring much joy and light and love into your life. And the working through the layers of that change make that transformation so much more valued by you, by me, by the individual. But it also changes the vibration of everything around you. So accepting change and accepting the growth that goes with it changes the vibration of everything around you. And it can change and bring the vibration up of the most resistant. Resistance to change is just fear. Fear can be transformed into love. That's the way energy works. That's the way light works. And we are all, hopefully, some people less consciously, some people more consciously, we are looking to raise the vibration and turn some corners, because we can't do it the way we've been doing it for the last 100 years. We just can't. We've got to turn a corner, and we've got to do it better. And I have had some amazing validating things in my journey the last couple weeks, and I think it's funny that I pulled the change card, because last night I was like, I got to get really cracking down this next week. I've got stuff I have to get done quickly, because I can feel that anticipatory set of, I need to get my stuff together, and I need to get I need to get this stuff done now, because moving forward, there was not going to be as much time to get things done that I'm going to want to get done. I'll have to cram it in spaces when I'm overtired and maybe not as in a good place. But the other thing that I realized is that I really have to rest properly. I've been kind of cutting corners with that the last week, and I really need to not do that. I only slept 5 hours last night because I stayed up and I wrote on my manuscript, and I was in a flow, and I didn't realize like 4 hours had passed. My partner went to bed, and he always goes to bed at 8 and gets up at 4. And I usually go to bed at 9, get up at 5, or like sometimes I go to bed at 8 with him. It just kind of depends. But last night I got writing and it was midnight. So I think I got 5 hours of sleep-ish, 4.5. But I can't go back to sleep, because once I'm up, I'm up. And I might try to take a nap later, but that just means I have to go to bed on time tonight. I can't cut any corners. Tomorrow's a big day, or a longer day. I got more things on the plate. And then I don't think I have anything on the plate on Saturday, but then I have a thing on Sunday. It's that season where everybody wants to get together and do like tea and get together at the end of the year. And I love it. I love this time of the year for that. I kind of wish people felt more aware of spreading it out over the entire year instead of trying to cram it all in 1 month. It's a societal wish. Just like I wish that religion would be, well, that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, so this is a really good card to remind me that change is coming. Change is not bad. I'm not afraid of change. It's actually kind of part of who I am. I have always been somebody who navigates change pretty easily, comparatively. I do have autism, and I do like certain things the same, but there are some things that I don't struggle with. And allowing energy to move and changing experiences, I can flow with that. I can flow with that pretty good as long as I'm rested. I don't even have to know change is coming. I don't even need the warning. And I do pretty good. I think that's my own self-evaluation. I might be epically wrong, and somebody can call me out on that. That's okay. But I also look at change as a vital part of my growth. I have to have change, or I can't grow as a spiritual entity to do the work that I'm supposed to do. And I've had a lot of changes in my life, and I've had a lot of obstacles, and I've learned a lot, and I can share that. And I think that's a blessing. So I'm going to sign off now. A little shorter daily devotional, but I am tired. I need to eat soon. I'm going to do another Epsom salt, and then I've got clients today. So have a beautiful day, my lovelies, and I will see you tomorrow in prayer. And take an extra little bit of time today. Light a candle, get outside, honor the goddess, and honor Mother Earth. She loves us. We live within her ecosystem. We are connected to her. Our physical organism, our physical flesh sac is integrally connected to her. So give her a little bit extra time in acknowledgement today so that she can reach out and hug you back. Blessed be.